Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about sieve of Eratosthenes. So this is the method where we can find out the prime numbers within the range. Suppose maximum limit is 100 is mentioned. So in this case it will print all the prime numbers up to 100. So starting from 2 to 100. So by this method we can print all the prime numbers which is lying between 2 to 100. Both are inclusive. So this is the method to find all prime numbers in a given range. So before that, first let us understand what is prime number. So prime number is a positive integer which are greater than 1 and no other factor except 1, and the number itself is known as prime number. Example are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. These are the example of prime numbers, which these numbers are actually divisible by 1 and itself. And similarly 6 is not a prime number because it is divided by 2 and 3, means there are two factors 2 and 3, and 2 and multiply by 3 is equal to 6. For any number num is not a prime number if it is divisible by any number between 2 to num minus 1. So if any factor is lying between 2 to num minus 1 of a particular number num, so this is not a prime number for a particular prime number. If you found any divisor between 2 to num minus 1 of a number num, so this number is not a prime number. So first let us discuss whether the given number is a prime number or not. So this problem can be solved by this particular program. So in this program we can enter the number num by mentioning int input enter a number. So you can enter a number and check whether this number is a prime number or not. And this program is simply checking whether the number is prime number or not. As we know that prime numbers are always greater than 1, means definitely start from 2, and 2 is a prime number. So you have to enter the value which is greater than 1. If num is less than 1, so definitely it is not a prime number. So it can be mentioned in the last line. So if num is less than 1, so else statement is print num is not a prime number. So any value you entered which are less than 1, it is not a prime number. So for checking whether given number is a prime number or not, so we can divide that number up from 2 to num. 2 to num. So this is the range function. So definitely in this case starting range is 2 and last range is num minus 1. So range function actually create a list of numbers which is start from 2 to num minus 1. So num is actually divided by I. So it can be divided by, first it is divided by 2. If remainder is 0, so definitely it is divisible, means you can find the divisor of num, so it is not a prime number. If it is not a prime number, so then break the sequence, means number num is not a prime number. If number is not divisible by any number between 2 to num minus 1, so definitely it is a prime number, so we can print this number. So you can check the result in Jupyter notebook, and in this Jupyter notebook that program is mentioned, and we can print this number by executing this program. So in this case we are going to check whether 23 is a prime number or not. So 23 is a prime number. Once again we are going to check, and number 35, let us check 35, and 35 is not a prime number because it has two factors 5 and 7. So it is divisible by divisor 5 and 7. So 35 is not a prime number. Similarly, so in this case complexity of program is big O of n, because we have to create a loop which is lying between 2 to num. So definitely for large number it should be big O of n. So in this case time complexity is big O of n, and this is actually reduced by some method. Means any number cannot be divisible by half of that particular number. Let us assume that number is 20. So it is not possible it is divisible by 11, 12, 13, 14. So means factor of a particular number can be found between 2 to num by 2. 2 to num by 2. Or you want to check that number num is a prime number. So it can be checked between 2 to num by 2. So in this case, complexity of program can be reduced to n by 2. So let us check. Number is 20. 20 is num by 2, means there will be no factor beyond num by 2, means 10. So their possible factors are 2, means 20 is divisible by 2. It is also divisible by 4. It is also divisible by 5, and it is also divisible by 10. So no factor will be found after num by 2. So we can reduce that program up to num by 2. So in this case, num by 2 plus 1, and we can typecast to integer. So again run this program. So in this second program, we are actually reducing the range up to 2 to num by 2 plus 1. Num by 2 plus 1. So in this case, that complexity of program is reduced by n by 2. So in this case, complexity of program is big O of n by 2. Now let us execute this program and execute. Suppose program number is 67. So 67 is a prime number. So 67 divided by 2. So 67 divided by 2 is 33, and 33 plus 1 34. So definitely for 67, if any factor is found, so it will be lying between 2 to 34. Let us assume that one more number, the number is 84. So 84 is actually, that is 42, 42 plus 1, 43. So factor can be found between n by 2 plus 1 up to 2 to n by 2 plus 1. So check, and it is not a prime number. First program, the complexity of program is order of n, and the second program, that complexity is order of n by 2. And further, there is a further chance we can reduce the complexity of a particular program, particular finding whether number is a prime number or not. So let us assume that number is 36. As we know that if any number is not a prime number, so definitely there is a factor of that particular number. So factor of a 36 are, means it is divisible by 2, it is also divisible by 3, and it is also divisible by 4, 6, 9, 12 and 18. Find out the square root of 36. Square root of 36 is 6. So some of the factors are less than the square root of 6, and some of the factors are which are greater than the square root of 6. And 36 can be formulated by multiplication of any two factors. So 2 multiplied by 18, 2 multiplied by 18 is 36. So these are two factors, and definitely one factor is less than 6, and one factor is greater than 6. So 2 is less than 6, and 18 is greater than 6. Similarly, second factor is 3 and 12. 3 multiplied by 12 is 36. So in this case, one factor 3 is less than 6, and one factor is greater than 6. Similarly, 4 multiplied by 9, one factor is less than 6, means square root of n, and one factor is greater than square root of n. So suppose there are two factors, possible factors x and y, that is multiplication equal to the n. So one factor x is definitely less than equal to the square root of n, and one factor will be greater than equal to the square root of n. So 6 multiplied by 6 is 36. So means there are two possible factors, 6 and 6. So 6 multiplied by 6 is 36. So one, and for first case 2 multiplied by 18, one factor is less than square root of 6, and one factor is greater than square root of 36. So means in this case, suppose any number is divisible by this number, so definitely it is divisible by this number. So we are not going to check on 18. If it is divisible by 2, so there is no need to check on 18. Suppose any number is divisible by 3, so there is no, means for particular case it is no use to check on 12. Suppose number is divisible by 4, so there is no check to check whether number is divisible by 9. If it is divisible by 6, so there is no need to check on other factor 6. So it means your iteration will be reduced to square root of n. So in previous case, complexity of big O of n, now it is reduced to n by 2 in the second case. In the third case, it is reduced to square root of n. So in this case, in the third example, we can reduce up to the square root of n. Let us check this program. In this case, we are going to use square root function, and this is in math library. So math library will be imported, and we can use this square root of function. So square root of num plus 1. If any number is divisible between 2 to square root of num plus 1, so that number is not a prime number. If it is not divisible between 2 to square root of num plus 1, so definitely it is a prime number. So let us assume that there are two factor x and y. So one factor x is less than square root of n, other factor is definitely greater than the square root of n, and multiplication of both factors equal to the number that number which is either prime or not prime. So we can check this program. The number is 39, and it is not a prime number because there are few factors of this number. Let us assume that check on other number, and this is 64. So 64 is not a prime number. So check. Now further complexity is reduced to square root of n. And now what is the purpose? We are reducing the complexity, time complexity of a program. Generally, prime numbers are used in most of the competitive programs where prime numbers are used. And if you are not using that effective method to find out the prime numbers, so your program is stuck in TLE, time limit. It will be stuck in time limit exceed. So you have to find out the better method to find out the prime numbers. So whether to check one given number is prime number, so there are three methods. First method is that complexity is big O of n. Second program, that complexity is order of n by 2. And the third program, the complexity is order of square root of n. So definitely third method is better than the previous two methods. Now we are going to find out the sequence of a number given range. So now program print all prime numbers in a given range. So in this program you have to check all the numbers between a range. Suppose upper range is 100, so you have to print all the prime numbers from 2 to 100. So definitely you have to insert one more loop, and that is outer loop that will run from 2 to 100. And inside loop is same to check whether given number is a prime number or not. So we can check like this. So in this case num enter the number by upper range. So definitely this program will print all the numbers from 2 to upper range of the numbers. So print all the prime numbers between 2 to num, and num is actually input, your input. So first outer loop, you can insert the outer loop for n in range 2 to num plus 1. In this case num is inclusive. Num is inclusive means you have to find out all the prime numbers between 2 to num, and num is inclusive. So you have to run the outer loop for num plus 1. As you know that in the range function, num plus 1 means this will generate a sequence of number 2 to num. Inner loop is I in range 2 to math square root as one as the previous case. So inner loop will run out will run up to square root of n. So definitely if number is a not prime number, so definitely there are two factors, x and y, and x will be less than the square root of n and y will be greater than the square root of n. So we can find out if any number is divisible and remainder is 0, definitely it is not a prime number, else you can print all the numbers which are not divisible by any factors. So in this case, complexity of program is n is for outer loop, multiply by inner loop is square root of n. So let us execute this program. Now program is to find all the numbers between 2 to 150. So upper range is 150. So this will print all the prime numbers between range 2 to 150. So 2, 3, 5, 7 up to 137, 139 and 149. These are all prime numbers which are divisible by only 1 n itself. Second method is sieve of Eratosthenes. So let us check this method. So in sieve of Eratosthenes, we are given a number n and we need to print all prime smaller than or equal to n. So algorithm for this method is make it table one entry or array or sieve of every number between 2 to n. Let us understand what is sieve. Sieve is equivalent to the chalni in Hindi. So we make a pool of a number and this pool of number is from 2 to n, or we are creating a sieve of array, and this sieve of array will actually contain number from 2 to n, means 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to n. And we have to sieve, means what is the function of sieve? Sieve will actually filter out the unwanted elements. Unwanted element. So all the non-prime numbers are actually unwanted numbers, and we have to sieve out all the non-prime numbers. So all prime numbers are actually left in the sieve. So sieve is just like a filter which filter out all the non-prime numbers, and this will contain only prime numbers in the sieve. So in this case we are creating an array. Array will start from 2 to n, contains all the numbers. So first select the first number. As you know that 2 is your first number and definitely it is a prime number. So select 2 as a prime number. Let us assume that 2 is a prime number. And filter out all the multiples of 2 between range 2 to, after 2 to n. So all the numbers, means multiple of 2 are 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So these are filtered out from the sieve, okay, or from the array. So these all numbers are filtered out. Now in the next case, if all the selected numbers are numbered out again move up to the next number. So next number will be 3, and check whether this number is crossed out or not, or filtered out or not. So in this case, multiple of 2s are actually crossed out, 3 is not crossed out, so mark as a prime number. Again repeat the same step, means cross out all the multiple of selected numbers. Now 3 number is selected as a number, and filter out all the multiple of 3s. So in this case 6 will be filtered out, 9, 12, 15, like this are filtered out. The meaning of this purpose is, definitely number 4 has a factor 2, number 6 have a factor 3, number 9 has a factor 3. So definitely these numbers are divisible by 3. So filter out all the numbers which are divisible by the previous prime numbers. So previous prime number is 2, and all the multiple of 2s are filtered out because 2 is a factor of these numbers. Similarly, multiple of all 3s are filtered out. It means it has a factor of 3. Now select the next number. Next number is 4. 4 is already filtered out because it is a multiple of 2. So now move to the 5. 5 is not filtered out because 5 there is no factor of 5, so consider as a prime number, and again filter out all the multiple of 5, and this will repeat up to the square root of n. This method will be repeated. Let us check. Now in this example, n is 100 and task is to print all the prime numbers between 2 to 100. So make a array of numbers and it will start from 2 to 100, because 1 is not a prime number, so it is not a prime number, so it is already filtered out, so it starts with 2. Now circle means 2 as selected as a prime number, so it is enclosed in a red circle, so definitely it is a prime number, and filtered out all the multiple of 4s or multiple of 2s. So 4 will be filtered out, 6 will be filtered out, 8 will be filtered out, 10 will be filtered out, so you can check. So this column is all filtered out. Similarly, all the columns, in this case all these are filtered out. So similarly this column is also filtered out because these are multiple of 2s filtered out. Similarly these columns are filtered out. So all the elements, all the even elements are filtered out. Now select the number 3 as a next number. So now 2 is your prime number, it is already selected. Now 3 is your prime number, already enclosed in a circle. Now filtered out all the elements which are multiple of 3. 6 is already filtered out, then 9 will be filtered out, then 12 is already filtered out, 15 is not filtered out in previous case, so 15 is filtered out, 18, then 21, then 24, then 27, something like that. So all the multiple of 3s will be filtered out. 4 is already filtered out because it is a multiple of 2. So now select the next number 5. Now next number 5 is selected as a prime number, next prime number. So 2, 3 and 4, 2, 3 and 5, these are all prime numbers, and task is, in this case, task is to filter out all the multiple of 5. Now in this case, very important. So 5 is a prime number, and in this case you can check if means all the numbers which are strike off by 2 and 3. So 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. This is already filtered out. And 3 multiplied by 5 is 15. It is also filtered out. So it means there is no need to check on 3 and 5. And similarly 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5, it is 20. 20 is already filtered out. So there is no need to recheck on these particular numbers. So 10, 20 and 50. So you will start the filter out from 5 square. 5 square is 25. So beyond 25 there is a chance, means these elements are not filtered out. So 35 is not filtered out. 35 will be multiple of 5, it is filtered out. 40, check on 40, then 45, 50, these all elements are filtered out because these are multiple of 5. And you can check, or you can filter out all the elements which start from 5 square, means 25. So you can filter out from here all the multiple of 5s like this. After that you can check. 6 is already filtered out, so there is no need to check on 6 because it has a factor 2 and 3. So definitely it is not a prime number. Now check on 7. 7 multiplied by 7 is 49. Okay, so this is within the range. So start filter out all the multiple of 7. Multiple of 7 are 14. 14 is already filtered out. So you can start from 7 multiplied by 7, 49. So 49 will be filtered out. So in this next case, 49 will be filtered out. Okay, let us check. In this case, all the previous, before 49, all the multiple of 49s will be filtered out. Similarly check for 42. For 42 is already filtered out because it is the multiple of 2. Similarly beyond that 35. 35 is already filtered out because it has a factor 5. And below this there is a 28. 28 is already filtered out because it has factor of 2. Below this 21. 21 is filtered out due to 3. 7 multiplied by 14. 14 is already filtered out because this is multiple of 2. So we can filter out all the elements start from 49. 49. Then 56 is already filtered out. Then 63 is already filtered out. 70 is already filtered out. So in the next pictorial we can check all the multiple of 7 will be discarded. Now come to the 8. 8 is already filtered out, so discard it. 9 is already filtered out, discard it. 10 is already discarded, filtered out, so it can be discarded. Now 10 multiplied by 10 is 100. So now this is actually beyond this scope. Now 11 multiplied by 1, 11 is 121, which is beyond 100. So stop your iteration from here. So there is no need to check. So all the prime numbers are sieve out. Remains in the sieve, and all the non-prime numbers are filtered out. So you can check. So 8, 9, 10 are already sieve out. So next number is 11, and number num is greater than equal to square root of n. So 11 is greater than equal to n. So stop the iteration. So all the numbers which are not sieve out are your prime numbers. So check your picture. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, these are not sieve out. 17, 19, 23 up to 97. So these are all your prime numbers remaining in the sieve. So this is the method. Now check this method on Jupyter Notebook. So this is your program. So in this case, create a one function def c prime, and we are going to find all the prime numbers between 2 to n. So n is the argument. First create a array or list between range 0 to n. So starting range is 0 and upper range is n plus n. So definitely it is upper bound minus 1. So upper range is n. And store true value. Store true value in all the in the list. So start from, suppose n value is 100. So from 0 to 100, all the indexes having true value, means containing 1. Means in this case we are assume all are prime numbers in the sieve. Now task is to sieve out all the non-prime numbers. Now select one number, start with the p equal to 2. Let us assume that 2 is a prime number because it is a first number and there is no division, means that 2 is actually divisible by only 1 and itself. So definitely it is a prime number. So start with 2. 2 multiplied by 4. N value is 100. Let us assume that n value is 100. Let us assume that n is equal to 100. Let us assume that n value is 100. So in this case 2 multiplied by 2 is less than equal to 100. So this condition is true. Check. If prime p, prime is a this particular list and index number 2 is a true, means definitely it is a prime number. So start with for I in range p multiplied by p. P multiplied by p is initial value of p is 2. So 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. So we are going to filter out all the multiple of 2. So next multiple of 2 is 4. So start with 4. So first 2, consider 2 as a prime number, and second multiple of 2 is 4. So start with 4. 4 to 100. In the step of 2, so first number is 4. So automatically in the next iteration, next number is 6 because there is a step of p. So next number is 8, then 10, 12 like this, and place all the false values in this ith index. So these all are filtered out. Means initially we assume that all are prime numbers. Now multiple of 2 are actually false. So it means these are filtered out. Now increment the value of p. Now new value of p is 3. So 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. Again it is less than 100. Check. Prime 3. Prime 3 is a true value. So again it is a prime number because it is not filtered out. So it is start from 9. 3 multiplied by 3, 9. 200 in the step of 3. So all the multiple of 3 will be filtered out. All the multiple. The first multiple of 3 is 6. 6 is actually discarded by 2 because 6 is also multiple of 2. So we can start from 9. So in this case 9 is the new value. 9 multiple 9, 2 in the step of 3. So next multiple is 12, then 15, then 18, then 21, like this. All are filtered out by this statement. Now again increment the value. Come to the 4. 4 multiplied by 4 is 16. But 4 is actually filtered out. Value of prime 4 equal to false. Prime 4 is false. So definitely this statement is false. So again increment the value. Now next value is 5. 5 is not filtered out. So 5 multiplied by 5 is 25 and 25 is less than 100. So again this loop is true. Outer while loop is true. Check. Prime 5 equal to true. This is a statement is true. Come to the inside. 5 multiplied by 5 is 25. So we can filter it out from 25 because all the multiples of below 25s are filtered by 2 and 3. Previous multiplication of 5 are 20. 20 is actually filtered out by 2. Similarly, number 15 that is filtered out by 3. Number 10 is filtered out by 2. So we can start from 25. In the step of 5, so all the multiples of 5 will be discarded. So 25, then 30, 35, like this. All are filtered out. Now come to the next. Now again increment the value of p is 6. 6 is already filtered out or sieve out. So next value is 7. 7. Now 7, check on 7. 7 multiplied by 7 is 49. 49 is less than 9. And 7 is not sieve out. So definitely this value is true. Now start with 49. 49 to 200 in the step of 7. So first multiple of 7 is 49. Then 56. Then 63. Then 70. All the multiple of 7 are sieve out. Now come to the next number. 8 is already filtered out. Come to the next number. 9 is already filtered out. Again increment the value of t. 10 is also filtered out. Again next value of n is 11. Come to this particular point. 11 multiplied by 11 is 121. So this loop is false. So it is end of loop. Now 2 to n plus 1. So in this case print all the numbers between range 2 to n. Print all the value of p, means index number, which are not filtered out or sieve out. So in this case first enter the number, following by the prime number smaller than equal to n and call this function. Now let us execute this program. In this program now let us assume that number is 155. So this will print all the prime numbers between 2 to 155. Let us execute. So these are the all prime numbers between 2 to 155. These are all prime numbers. So this is your C program. In this case complexity of this program is n multiplied by log of n. So we can write something like that. So in this case complexity is n multiplied by log of n. So this is the complexity in order of big O of n. this complexity is almost linear. In the previous example, the complexity is n multiplied by square root of n. This is again very high, and sieve of Eratosthenes, it is very powerful technique, and in this case complexity is, and it is almost linear, means equal to the n. For large number it is almost equal to the n. You can check on the number. So now let us check this particular program. So you can find all the prime numbers, and it is very fast and effective. So this will print all the numbers between 2 to 1 lakh. It is evaluated all the prime numbers between 2 to 1 lakh. So this is the end of the lecture. Next lecture I will compare time complexity of all the methods which are explained here. So sieve of Eratosthenes is very important in terms of competitive programming. Thank you very much.